One of the things that surprised me most when I first became a health coach was how really messed up our food industry is and how many ingredients are put into our foods that actually make us sick. So in this video, I decided that I wanted to share with you 10 top ingredients that you should be avoiding every time you go grocery shopping to make sure that you're in the best health and shape of your life, and to also eliminate those ingredients that you don't even know are actually wreaking havoc on your health. So stay tuned. Hi, I'm Rachael Alexander, health, wellness, and fitness coach at sipofnature.com. And if you want to get a cheat sheet for these 10 ingredients that I'm going to share, check out the link in the description box below. Also, if you want to know the 5 tips and the 5 steps that my clients are taking every day to regain back their power over their health and really eliminate burnout and fatigue, then check out my free masterclass also in the link in the description box below. So let's go ahead and dive into these 10 ingredients that may be a culprit to why you might be feeling so sluggish or just off lately. So the first ingredient, and I'm not going to go into too in-depth of why each ingredient. In the cheat sheet, I kind of break it down. And if you're interested in learning more about each of these ingredients and what they do to your health, I definitely advise you to grab my Revitalize in 5 program, where I really break it down, each of these ingredients down and even more. So the first ingredient is MSG. So it's also called Monosodium Glutamate. And it might also show up as sodium caseinate or yeast extract. And one of the things that this does, it can show up in many different forms, is it basically just know that anytime you have a product that has MSG in it, it really damages your nerve cells, which, can lead to all sorts of issues down the line. So the second thing that you really want to be mindful of the high fructose corn syrup, okay? So high fructose corn syrup is found in so many different ingredients, from your peanut butter to your pasta sauce to your creamer to your milks to all kinds of things, to your favorite sports drinks to your juices and stuff like that, right? The reason you want to avoid this ingredient is because research has really shown that it actually goes directly to the liver and instructs the liver to actually hold on to more stored fat. So if you're struggling with losing the pounds, eating anything that has high fructose corn syrup is actually confusing your liver and making you hold on to excess fat. So one of the first things you want to go ahead and ditch is the high fructose corn syrup. And it shows up in many other names. I wrote some names down just for me to remember. It can show up as maltodextrin, dextran, dextrose, sorbitol, corn syrup, high fructose corn syrup, corn sugar, fruit juice concentrate, barley malt, caramel, carob syrup, sorghum syrup. It can show up in so many different names. And that's the crazy thing about the society that we live in. You think that you're eating a healthful or a natural product, and it has all this stuff that's actually hurting your body. So definitely ditch the high fructose corn syrup. The third ingredient that you want to watch out for is hydrogenated oils and fats, right? So these are really just sort of trans fatty acids that end up contributing to heart disease and nervous system disorders down the line. So hydrogenated oils can be try to avoid canola oil, try to avoid corn oil, peanut oil, vegetable oils, any oils that are partially hydrogenated or fully hydrogenated. Just avoid those oils because they actually contribute. Research has shown that they actually contribute to heart disease. The fourth ingredient that you want to avoid are artificial sweeteners like aspartame and saccharin. The fifth one that you want to avoid is sodium nitrate and sodium nitrite. And these 2 ingredients, which are found in meats and other things like that, can contribute to cancers of the digestive system. So if you're having issues with digestion and stuff like that, you're probably having some sort of this ingredient in there. And then The sixth ingredient that you want to avoid is potassium bromate and bromate vegetable oils. And the seventh one are preservatives. So preservatives like BHA, BHT, TBHQ. These are all sort of preservatives that do not support your health and well-being. Okay. And then the eighth ingredient that you want to avoid is our artificial colorings, FD&C, red, number 3, other things like that. I break it down in the cheat sheet, so definitely grab that cheat sheet. So artificial colorings basically have like no nutritional value, so it really doesn't harm your health as much, but it just has no nutritional benefits. So it's like, I don't even know a good analogy. It's like pouring down certain things that just aren't beneficial to your body. So it's like, you might as well avoid it. And then artificial fats is number 9. Fats like Olestra and things like that. This really reduces the body's ability to absorb fat-soluble carotenoids. And carotenoids are like the substances or ingredients that you find in cancer-preventing foods like kale, spinach, squash, yellow flesh fruit like pineapples and other things like that, right? So you want to avoid artificial fats like Olestra because they prevent the cancer prevention that you find in these fruits and vegetables and things of that nature. The 10th and final ingredient that you want to avoid are sulfites. These are usually commonly found in dried fruits and also can be named sulfur dioxide and sodium bisulfite. And this ingredient really sort of causes allergies. So those are the 10 ingredients that you really want to avoid when you are shopping at the grocery store. And you might come back to me and say, Rachel, what the heck can I buy? Because everything has all these ingredients, okay? And I remember when I first became a health coach, I was like, oh my God, there's like so many everything has all these ingredients. All these things have these horrible ingredients in them, right? And it really just comes down to keeping it simple. Fruits and vegetables, nuts, seeds, legumes, things that you have to cook that do not come in a package you're going to be safe with, right? So getting back to nature, which is why I called my business Sip of Nature, and I also have my Back to Nature coaching program that I work with people on, is really understanding that the more we get back to nature, the less we feel bogged down, the less we feel burnt out, the less we feel chronic fatigue and all these other issues that come from eating these sorts of foods, right? So if you go to any grocery store and you're going and you're looking to, get some pasta sauce or get some, bread or all these other things that you just naturally eat that you think are healthy and contributing to your health, you start to look at the ingredients, read the ingredient list, you'll find that most of these ingredients are in those sorts of packaged foods, you know what I mean? So you really want to be mindful of these types of foods, these types of ingredients, and start to avoid them. Also in the cheat sheet that you grab, I have included sort of healthful foods or healthful alternatives that you can start to include in your daily shopping so that you don't feel overwhelmed and like, oh my God, I can't eat anything. I don't have time to cook all the time, or whatever other excuses might be popping up in your mind by feeling overwhelmed by the fact that we live in a sort of upside down society where profit is more important than the health of the customer. So I just wanted to share this with you because I thought this was super important. And when I learned this and I started to be more conscious of the ingredients that I was putting into my body, I instantly started to notice a shift in my energy, a shift in my mindset, and also a shift in my day-to-day feeling good in my body. Did I have aches and pains or digestive issues? All that stuff started to go away when I started to eliminate these ingredients. So I want to do a really quick recap. The 10 ingredients are, and I'm going to read them off my list. 1, MSG, high fructose corn syrup, hydrogenated fats and oils, artificial sweeteners like aspartame and saccharin, sodium nitrate and sodium nitrite, potassium bromate and bromate vegetable oils, preservatives like BHA, BHT, TBHQ, artificial colors, artificial fats, and sulfites. So those are the 10 ingredients. Let me know in the comments below if you are as shocked as I am by all the ingredients. And a quick tip before you go is, if a food has more than 4 to 5 ingredients, and some of those ingredients in the food that you're about to eat you cannot pronounce, or it's hard for you, you don't even know what it is, then you probably shouldn't be eating it. So that's just sort of like a quick tip to help you know how to get back to nature as far as when you're going grocery shopping and buying foods for you and your loved ones. So let me know in the comments below, what ingredient did you have no absolute idea that it was causing issues with your health? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I look forward to helping you throughout your health and wellness journey. And now remember, if you want these 10 ingredients and more, then check out the link, the first link in the description box below, to grab your cheat sheet on the top 10 ingredients to avoid when you're going to the grocery store. And if you are ready to take your health and wellness to the next level and finally eliminate burnout and fatigue, then check out my free masterclass, also in the link in the description box below. I will check you guys out next time. Peace, love, and light. Are you looking to instantly boost your energy and eliminate fatigue and excess weight? Then join me for my free masterclass on learning how to double your energy in 5 simple steps. Plus, get my free guide on 10 ways to have more energy starting today. The link is in the description box below.